Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Slay the Spire. New character. Ascension level 1. We finally got there. I've had a few wins, a few losses, and a general understanding, I think, of how to play as this character. And a general understanding of what it takes to win on Ascensions, unfortunately. Let's get it going. Let's start the grind. So I will take 18 damage to choose a rare card. I gotta tell you, right out of the gate, Wish obviously combos well, but Judgment is going to immediately be great for us. I mean, like, how many enemies on the first floor have more than 30 HP? Not too many. So we're going to start with question mark rich environments. My main reasoning for that... We're just going to get this guy low enough that Judgment will kill him. My main reasoning for that is judged. That's so good. And let's take something that's a free attack. Again, to get enemies closer to Judgment range. My main reason for doing this is because I want to get to a situation where perhaps by going to question marks, we get to heal. Honestly, a lot of stuff looks interesting here, but I think it's hard for me to not take 5 max HP when all it costs is gold. And I will lose our remaining gold. 22 gold is pretty inconsequential. You gotta love the judgments. I'm like, okay, 9 damage. I think we definitely have you. Sure, just keep that up. Not a problem. I'm gonna take protect. Seems like defense, I mean, it's always gonna be important, right? What gets upgraded? I honestly think upgrading Judgment is really good to help us kill the elites on this floor a little faster. So let's give that the old college try. And I think we'll follow that up with another upgrade. And we'll upgrade Eruption to do a little bit more damage. It's all about, for me, getting those enemies into lethal range. So if we get like an early, it sucks to get Judgment on turn 1. That's all I'm going to say about that. But like an early Eruption... We're not going to be able to exit the Wrath state next turn. So unfortunately, I think that you do this. And I don't want to stall. I think we'll get rid of that just so we maybe draw faster. I don't want to stall, but we're stalling just a little bit. Okay, we got Judgment, but I can't quite judge you yet. That's an extreme bummer. I think we've gotten a little unlucky. Since we can't swap out of this state, I don't think we can afford to get into it. So I think we're just gonna play just lucky and dump it. Why dump it? Really, because we're trying to get to Judgment on this draw again, ideally. Thank you. Okay, it didn't go that badly, actually. So Anchor is pretty useful. To be honest, I don't really like Alpha at all, but I'm sure there's cases where if you already have existing defense and a good energy base, you can make it work. I do like Protect. We already have one. Kind of like the idea of going Sanctity for some extra draw, knowing that draw will get us to Judgment faster. And I'm going to be a little aggressive on floor 1 here, because I think we already fought the worst or second worst enemy as far as this goes. So we love this, because right out of the gate... I mean, get judged, my friend. And we already have 10 blocks, so we might as well just hit probably you. And we're just trying to shuffle the deck as quickly as possible now to get Judgment back around. This strategy, I don't know if it'll work past the first floor, but for now is doing wonders. So I think we like this. And then let's play... Well, do we... Yeah, I think we do want to play Sanctity for draw. And then we'll play Just Lucky as well. And we'll dump this. Again, we're just trying to get to draw as quickly as possible so that we can get to Judgment, kill the elites, maybe without taking as much damage as we would in a lot of other circumstances. So it's very good. Now we just want to get you into Judgment range, and then, you know, so far it's going pretty well. Take it from me. I'm not saying I got it all figured out. But I've played enough as this character, I think, dump it, to have an understanding of some things that work and some things that don't. Dude, it worked exactly according to plan there. Preserved insect. I think I'm okay. I think I will fight the other elite as a result of this, by the way. But, You know, give me the 4 extra block here. I think that this strat right now is really, it just feels more like a very classic Ascension strategy of knowing what works when and what doesn't. You know what I mean? I think we're always going to like draw, even though it does thicken our deck a little bit. We don't want to thicken our deck. Actually, the Scry is very powerful, but I would rather get the Scry power. Yeah, this'll be fine. Keep that up. I think we can maybe use it next turn. Basically, what we're doing is recognizing, hey, this card gives us a huge amount of leverage early. It still gives us a decent amount of leverage later, for the record. But it really works very well for us early. So, you know, let's lean on that. And I think we should fight the other elites, even if it is a super elite. I don't really like Unraveling that much. I think we already have Protect. We do rely on this deck not getting too thick. So I think none of those cards are super relevant. He's already tiny. We can definitely get you into Judgment range with Flex. So I will take advantage. I told you. Just lucky, I guess. Take advantage of that. I think that was well worth a potion. Blood Vial's pretty nice. And, you know, I do like follow-up. We do need better attacks at some point. So we are going up against the Guardian. We can't use our best card against the Guardian. So we do need, preferably, like, a little more on this one. A little more everything, basically. But we'll start with more Scry. Lets us get to our good stuff faster. And we definitely want a power. The only power that matters a lot here, I think, is Battle Him. So we'll start there. And then we will, true to form, Battle Him. And we might be able to stay in Wrath for a little bit early on here. Start there. Probably get rid of that. I think we do want to enter Calm. That way we store some energy for next time. And we don't take double damage. So this is a little bit more of like a strategic fight, I suppose. We'll play Protect, so we take no damage. And then we'll play this. And, you know, I actually think we should keep both Defends up, but get rid of Vigilance. Because we're going to want to block next turn as well. We'll hit you one more time. We got our energy back. And, don't really want to hit you one more time and take damage, so we'll pass turn with energy remaining. Definitely do not want to enter the Judgment state here, so I think it's just a little bit of a slow play. We'll take a little damage, get rid of that because we don't need it for next turn. Except we're going to take some damage here. Start with Defend, then Sanctity's free plus draw. This will give us 2 energy back, so we'll do 15 damage, but then we need to find a way to do another 25, and we don't have it. I wish we did. Instead, we have 24. So I think, unfortunately, we slow play, and we hope for good drop. We're only taking 4 damage. That's not bad. So we'll go follow up, cut through Fate. We're still in Vigilance. Through Fate. So we're gonna draw. We might as well draw Strike, I suppose. Dump a Defend. Okay, we gotta split him next turn. It's not an easy fight here. This might be the hardest fight, because you know Judgment would have just absolutely destroyed the slimes past a certain point. So we need to do 13 damage. We'll start here. We have it. It's just not ideal. But we haven't taken very much damage, so I'm not sweating it too much. I think you just really slow play this one. This guy only has like 2 really bad turns. That's how I'm choosing to think about it. The Scry is super oh, but we don't get the Scry. That's okay. We're still gonna hit him. The faster we can get him to 40, the better our life will be. So I think this is our Miracle Sanctity play, and we were looking for Protect, so I feel pretty stoked we got it. But we have lost our Miracle forever. Now we want Judgment. Eruption, I should say. I don't know. We don't want Judgment. Get rid of that for now. Okay. Now you might be able to rush him down to that Judgment zone. We know we're drawing Judgment next turn. So for me, I'm like... perfect. Actually perfect. That won't work on higher level Ascensions, but for now, that's great. I think we played this first floor really well. This is a real tough one. It's a real tough one. Divinity is not gonna work for us. It's way too risky. So, like, Blasphemy won't work for us, I mean. Flow State will. Wallop is really the tricky one, where you're like... it's basically like a super dash with a low upside, but I guess you could do 30 damage with it if you're in Wrath State, gain 30 block, but the enemy that was going to hit you for 10 is now going to hit you for 20. I think we want a Flow State, and Calling Bell is really good now. Yeah. Calling Bell gives you a curse you can't remove, which is not that big of a deal. And it also gives you 3 relics. So you got Ancient Tea Set Yang. Whenever you play an attack, gain 1 dex temporarily. Interesting. And Peace Pipe. We won't be able to remove our curse, but that's okay. We could make our deck very thin. So to be honest, I still think we want to fight a lot of enemies. Because I think that Judgment is just so good for us, and it won't stay good forever. It's also not going to be good early, so let's dump it, but keep follow-up, because that's just, of course, valuable for us. Might as well keep that up as well. So again, you gain 1 dex when you play an attack, but it's like a floating 1 dex, so you can't do that much with it, I think. This is a weird one. I'm like, okay, enter Calm. Then pay 1 to exit Calm. Then use Judgment, or not Judgment. Wrath, whatever the heck it's called, supposedly. Anyway. Wait a minute. No, okay, I had it wrong. It's okay, it's okay. This is now a bummer. Although you're not really hitting me at all, so what do I care? I don't really want to protect Sanctity. I think we'll just play it like that. Protect has retained, so we're okay. We just need to strike you, more or less. No Judgment, but that's fine. So be smart. Okay, we do want Wire Heading, but we also want Bowling Bash. I'm going to start Wire Heading because it's at the uncommon level, and then we'll take the unupgraded Bowling Bash. We don't want the deck to get too fat, but... you gotta love it. We really don't want the deck to get too fat now. In my opinion, at least. I could be wrong. But, and honestly, perfect counter there. If we think we're A-okay, why not, right? Oh, but we lost the... okay, I'm dumb. We're gonna get Snecko-eyed. Which is unfortunate. We get to Scry 3. Well, we can deal with taking 16 damage. As strange as it sounds. So we're just trying to get you into Judgment range. We definitely want to see Judgment and Strike next turn. Judgment costs 0. So we certainly got there. This is feeling very good, but bosses are really going to be our biggest concern. Don't think we need an upgraded Just Lucky. I do like Cut Through Fate, but, you know, that's why I added it to the deck. We'll just take the special relic right out of the gate. And now I'm like, dude, we've chosen a very cursed path. I think we'll fight Unelite. And we really want that elite to be 3 equal HP minions. Roughly equal HP. You know the ones I'm talking about. Get rid of all those. We don't need them right now. We also don't need that right now, but at least it's now, you know, gone from our deck. So we want to, at the end of every turn, at the start of your turn, scry 3. No, it's the same effect. Basically, we want to maximize our chances of drawing Judgment, which we didn't, but that's okay. We will play Bowling Bash on you, which makes follow-up free. And then we'll just play Protect. And then we're guaranteed to draw Judgment. The scrying is really going to help us get to the cards we need, as long as I use it right. And it's destroying these enemies right here. Battle Hymn is tempting. What happens if it becomes free? Or if you upgrade it, it does become free, okay. Crush Joints, I do like, but I'm worried about our block right now, to be honest. We've only added, like, 2 blocks. I do really like having the ability to have a status effect, though. Clarity, interesting, but... You know, this... I feel some pressure on this run. This one's for some of the marbles. Scry 1. We definitely want to see that next turn. We should have retained that. Because we could have just played a basic defend and covered it enough. That's okay. You're doing 8 damage? Weird. It's a stance potion, right? It's a tough one for me, because I could definitely judge you. But I would take damage in the process. Eruption, Strike, Miracle, Judge. It's not amazing. But taking 8 damage to get way out in front is not... I think it's not bad. And based on our draw thus far, I was not convinced that we were gonna get super far in front of this as time went on. You know, I thought the time was right for us to take the lethality and run with it, basically. And whatever, we'll be at 64 HP. An upgraded Cut Through Fate is tempting, I will admit. I think we just want to fight 1. 75 gold to remove a card, yes. We're going to start removing some basic strikes. I think we want to amp up our defensiveness just a little bit. So an early Judgment at least is a 1-hit KO. Now we're taking a bit of a risk by entering Wrath State, but what are you going to do next turn? 54 damage. Let's scry real quick. I don't want defense. I want flow state, okay? So we're gonna... I'll take protect. And now flow state's not gonna... We won't be able to use it, but... At least we're blocking decently. And we still have flow state backing us up. Whatever, you're doing enough damage, let's be honest. But... not enough to be particularly upset, I think. I'm honestly thinking, like... Maybe I don't want to No, because with Judgment, we might as well hedge our bets. Enter the calm state, and then all we need to do is hit you for 8 and get a Judgment. We didn't get a Judgment, but that's okay. Man, I can't believe we didn't play Wire Heading. Well, we just have to... We have to make it through this turn now. So you know you want to play Protect. I'm not even crunching the numbers because I'm scared. If we don't draw Judgment, we need to get this guy low so we can take him out. Okay. To me, this doesn't mean the deck has necessarily gotten too fat. It's just, you know, maybe got the right draw at the wrong time. Artifact is always nice. It's always nice. Let's add a little bit more scry plus block. I'm taking that as a... Ooh, cards containing strength deal additional 3 damage. We have to rest as much as I wish we didn't. I'm just gonna lose 7 HP to leave, and I hate you. Oh, lordy. We're getting all the good options right out of the gate, huh? So let's start here. We really want to draw Judgment, so we're throwing everything at this one. A Protect is good for us, though. And then we'll Scry. We're going to dump everything, including Wireheading, just because we want to make sure, if possible, we draw Judgment next turn. Okay, we did. Now, I think I have you. I don't, and I'm very stupid. I do. What am I doing? I'm like, okay, enter Wrath for what purpose? At least we're not taking damage. It was a good use of the potion in the first place, but now I'm like, we need Judgment to come back now. So Sanctity immediately works. Cut through Fate. Dump everything because we're trying to get the Judgment ASAP. It's the real benefit of having a thin deck here. Judgment is in there, right? Yeah, okay. Well, I don't think I can kill you. So can I put up 19 block? Absolutely. So we got him. I really can't afford to not do Cowardice here. I apologize. I would like to. But, it is what it is. I think we had a bit of a rough run here. 40 gold. Yes. Now I'm tempted, you know. Maybe here we don't need to rest and get to 21. Who are you? Okay, you're 3-person enemy. What would we upgrade, I guess is the question. I'm going to take a chance on Flow State. Being able to enter Wrath, I think, is worth it. And then this will be interesting. So Judgment is useless early. What do we want early? Wireheading, for sure. So let's start here. I don't think we want any of that. Not yet, anyway. Eventually, yes. So we're just shortening the length of the deck. Trying to get to Wireheading, which thankfully did work. And we actually now want to get to Judgment ASAP. So dump all this garbage. Draw Judgment again. Okay. So you're going to take something. I should go after you first, I think. $19, and you're doing 22. I'll use a miracle to enable no damage here. And then Judgment is going to give me whatever you take unless you take Judgment, which is what I was concerned with. But we'll go for him on this turn. So Crush Joints is big. Bowling Bash is huge. We get Judgment back. Cut through Fate on this guy. Draw, just lucky because it's free. And you are in Judgment range. We want this next turn, I think, so hold it. You're not in Judgment range, but you're close. You took my Sanctity card. It's not that bad. Get rid of a basic defend. Almost by definition, it has to be one of the worst cards in the deck. This is a good time for one of these. Wish. So what would Wish double down on for us? Almost nothing. Well, like literally nothing has like a permanent benefit. This is not very good. I think maybe we go Metaphysics and you just cut your losses, unfortunately. Let's just own this one. Like, this turn's not gonna be great. We like it all well enough. Draw Protect, just to hold it in hand for later. We want to Flow State at some point. Come on, just draw like a strike. That's it. It's not hard. Okay, well, this is where things are going to get interesting. I'm very happy we have Protect in hand. This is also where it would be, like, super nice to be able to weaken you. We don't need that next turn as much as we need it right now. Okay, so we really got a big problem here. You know, honestly, I think we want to be able to hold Protect. I got a new strat. Enter calm. Get ready to be able to exit calm. But this, it looks like we're probably going to die. That's my expectation right now. Do we want to exit calm? Absolutely not. No. No, absolutely not. Although, actually, we could have erupted and then, yeah. At this point, if we think we're going to die, we might as well start tossing these out, even if they would have been better earlier. You're on 260 HP. Like, we've basically done no damage to you. What a turn. What a turn. $32 damage. At this point, if we're able to make something work, it would be a comical reaction from me, I think. We're going to be alive on 7 HP. We just have no means to get this guy down where he needs to go, is really what it comes down to. So we need some kind of game changer. So flow state is going to have to be that. We should have committed to Wrath maybe a little earlier. We just don't have an answer to what this guy, to what he's doing, honestly. Even being able to, like, leave this state, it just doesn't do anything for us. So, yeah, I hate to say it, because we built a run that was incredible at taking out minions, but is absolutely horrible at taking out bosses. So it's something to think about, and it was a fun run nonetheless, and I do think we learned a lot about the value of judgment early, especially. But it does suck to start on a loss. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. We'll be back with another one, and of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya!